icebreakers. I like icebreakers, and that's something that's going to be kind of new moving forward to the show. And I
Mhm.
just think it's fun. Icebreakers are fun. They help everybody kind of get like used to the flow of the conversation, because sometimes you can be nervous or whatever on the podcast. I don't know, but I love to break that ice so that people can kind of understand your authentic answers. And these are just it's just fun, okay?
Do it. Let's do it. I love
No
icebreaker.
real weight. I know, and you can explain your answers if you want to or not. So the first one is gonna be word association. All right, I'm gonna just give you random words, rapid fire. You give me the first word that come to your mind when I say it. That is not the word I
Okay.
said. All right, you ready?
Yep. Come on.
All right, first one, creative.
Ooh, me. But not me. I ain't gonna say me. Well, let's see. Creative. Let's see.
It's not a right or wrong answer.
Well, you right.
You said me. That's your first answer, and I
Like I said,
respect.
yeah, me.
I respect that.
Me and
Rap.
you. Oh, rap. Changed my life. I can say that. Changed my life a lot.
Music.
Saved my life. Saved with just inspirations and everybody who like came before me. Like it was times where I was just, in tough places mentally, and like music really got me through a lot. And that's why I always express myself through music. So yeah, music is
I
everything.
agree. I agree. I'm an advocate for music, okay? So I get it. Motivate.
Mm, motivate. Haters motivate me. Haters are my motivators.
Nice. Hustle.
Oh, Detroit City. That's where that's where I'm from. That's all we know how to do is hustle and get to it, grind, wake up.
That is accurate. Uh, progress.
Non-stop. Progress is non-stop. It's forever flowing. You will always progress, always learn, always, get better as long as you keep, going. So
Here for it. Goals.
it goes well off generational wealth, being able to, have my family after me, be taken care of. So like I feel like that kind of starts with me at this point. So that's a big goal for me for sure.
That is. Dreams.
Dreams is how I actually started rapping. I'm gonna get into that later. I'm gonna tell you like an actual dream though, like an actual dream is why I
Oh,
started
a
rapping.
legitimate dream.
So yeah, I'm gonna
I
get into
actually very much so want to hear that story. All right, so that was it. That was all my associated answers. That was fun to me because, like, you get to just see people's stuff and see your answers was way better than what I would have said. I might like hustle. I would be like hustle and motivate. Right? Progress. If I'm joking.
not progressive, low.
All right, Flo, where you at, girl? My next icebreaker is going to be this or that. Okay, fried or grilled,
Grill.
flats or drums.
Oh, oh, that's tough because it depends on the place. I'm gonna say flats.
Right
Yeah.
answer. Good answer. Good answer. Like this Family Feud. Good answer.
Right.
Now or later.
The right answer is later, but we always want it now. So I'm gonna go later.
Go later. Loud or quiet.
Loud. I'm ghetto. Uh, people hate me when I'm riding around. I blast my music. I'm sorry. I'm that person.
I do too. I don't have no sound system, but I'm gonna crank it to 30 in the car if I'm really moving. I'm gonna crank it up. Joy or happiness.
Mm, happiness.
Success or failure.
Failure because you can't have success if you don't fail.
That's what I would have chosen as well, but this is not my thing. But I I like that one.
Hey,
Pop or soda?
uh, I'll say
There
soda.
you go. That's a Midwest check. I had to
Right?
make sure I would have pulled the card if you said soda. Um, I would have been like, I don't think you're from Detroit at that point.
Right.
'Cause
Facts, because
I, I gotta pull all your. You was like, I don't know.
like soda,
Maybe you
soda is
live there.
syllables. To me, soda is too many syllables. Like you should not soda like that. Two is too many. I'm sorry. Pop. That's all you need.
It's pop. It's pop. What does it do? Pop. It's
Literally.
bubbles. They pop. That's
Yep.
it. Um, yeah, I heard somebody call it colas, and I was just like,
Uh,
"What are you doing? What?" Because I'm thinking about Coca Cola. I'm like, okay, RC Coca. You talking about dark pop? I can't do
notes.
it. I heard that in the last week, and I was like, "Cola is referencing pop." I
Right.
don't know because they was like favorite colas, orange, squirt, and Sprite, and I was just like, those ain't colas. So yes, the the pop or soda. All right. So next one, talk to him or Rosie.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, tough. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to him because I feel like I had something to prove, but kind of more so to myself. Rosie
Hmm.
was like, it was a story, and I feel like it could have been better only because of like the technical side of it. Like I like the songs that I did on Rosie, but just like the technicalities of like the engineering, like I kind of rushed that project because it was supposed to come out way before then. But Talk to Him was something
Hmm.
I just like put together, but it was like I'm finna do something that's hard and just something that's like, people can rock with and really see that like I could rap, like I could out rap 85% of the rappers that you hear on the radio. So that's like what I just wanted to showcase on that EP. But say talk to him.
All right. I like talk to him as well.
Yeah.
LA ain't the same or deceitful.
Mm. LA ain't the same because that song right there is that was a time. That's so because I just love the element of first of all the Snow Allegra sample was crazy when I first heard it and I knew like that was just the one for me. I was on a plane and I had bought the beat on the plane. I'm like, yes, I need this beat. Somebody else take it. But yeah, that's the story. It was just like it was real life because I was really dealing with a woman who like when I first moved out here, she was the only thing I knew. So like everything
Right.
we did, or everything I did with her. So like when I'm going to
Right.
these places and stuff like this, I'm like, bro, it's not the same because I'm not with you, So it was
Right.
just,
And it's
like,
just kind of it's just weird. It's like it's like it's a relationship, but like it's just like okay, it's like a limb.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? To understand it like that, it's like, okay, I go with you this way, and this way. When I move, you move, just like that. So,
like,
so and I felt like I like the narration of it, me
like,
personally. So I would
like,
say I really enjoyed like the story element because I always like that in songs. Like if you're telling a story, I can visualize it a little bit better. Other than that, I'm just kind of like waiting until like the
yeah,
lyrics seep in a little bit so that I can sing it along. Other than that, but I love when it kind of takes you on a journey so that you're with it that entire time, so that you can be like, oh, okay, I get where you were at in this space. And then I feel like when you kind of make your songs on that order, you kind
mhm,
of hit more people because okay, maybe I wasn't. LA might not be the same, but Detroit might
that's
not be the same for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly,
somebody can identify closely with these type of vibes in literally the story that you're telling. So I
yeah,
like that because it kind of meets you came from a human level, therefore you can meet me on a human level. So I appreciate it.
that's awesome. And I love not to cut you off real quick, but like I love like getting breakdowns like that because like that's my whole thing with music. Like I want people to
Yeah.
like I want my words to hit. Like that's exactly how you broke it down. Like that's how I would want it to be received. So I'm grateful that you saw the vision. You rock with it like that.
I got you, twin. I got you. Whitney or Big?
Big. I still think Big is a banger. I think Big is like because that was some I tried something different on that, like in a sense of just like my delivery on it. And then Kylie, her verse was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted that element, on the song. And with me, it was like, I love the beat to that, but I feel like in that song I wasn't really talking about nothing, but I love the melody on it, you know what I'm saying? But Big is like
Yeah.
that's like that, you turn that on, you just rocking. Like it's crazy. So, Big.
Yeah, and not even to like compare you to other artists, but it kind of gave me like that big. It's I don't know. I mean, not to pun
No,
intended, I guess the big vibes, like where you like, okay, you kind of ride. The beat is like dope, but it's something that knocks, right?
yeah,
So it's like I can like I'm vibing with it, and I'm getting hype, or I'm hyped up, or I'm like, if I'm that's like a pre-gym in the gym
yeah,
type of vibe, if you will. So it's like, okay, I'm with you, okay. Or I need to hype myself up. Like I need to wake up real quick. Let me put this on real quick so I can get in my zone. And I was just like, I feel like it's like it gave me Big Sean vibe personally. I don't know. I was like, but I know you're not that person and you're your whole different type of artist. But I was like, it puts you in the same, like the way that he can motivate you. And so I feel like maybe that's just some Detroit stuff at that point because that type of motivation and bring it.
yeah. He's one of my, influences. Like I got influences from from everybody. So like I take and turn like stuff from a bunch of artists. So like even being in those conversations, because it's like, you could those people who have made it, you know what I'm saying? So that's only just saying like I got the potential to, be where they at. So, I never
Right.
take as the comparisons because it's like these are the people I, aspire to be like. So,
Yeah.
I
Definitely,
get
but I know you're an artist, okay? And as all artists, we sensitive about our itch, so I would never ever, do that. I think that it's important to have influences and stuff like
it.
that, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna get to the top and I'm gonna be me though. I'm still gonna be me. I'm never gonna be this human, so I can only get there like I can get there. I can only give it what I got.
Facts.
So I feel like it's that kind of
Yeah, I agree.
culmination.
I
That's the one. I got one
agree.
more. I got
Oh yeah,
one more.
come
Because I'm over here asking you to choose between your children, and I'm sorry.
on.
Because it's because these
It's so
are all
crazy. I love it because I've never really like. Well, I've done like albums, but like songs is like it's different. So I rock with it.
yeah, it's fun to me because it's just like if anyone has, if you already are a fan, or if you are a fan in the making through this episode, because that's all that we're accepting here. If you're a fan in the making, if you haven't caught on, these are either albums that he's or projects that he's done, or their actual song titles. So I'm asking him to choose between his song titles, his different songs, or his different albums. So the last one is WYD.
Hmm.
Wait, WYWD.
Oh
Jesus,
yeah.
I'm looking at the letters and saying other things. Or Poison.
Ooh, wow. It's Poison is such a classic. What you want to do is a banger. When I made that, I was like, oh my god, yeah, it's a tough one. Dang, all my people gonna be like, bro, if you don't pick Poison, it's probably Poison. Poison because of this reason. Poison was the first time I transitioned as an artist and started talking about personal things in my life and like that happened in my life in my music. That was like the first song. So like that was me finding my sound, and finding out who I
Mm,
wanted to be as an artist. So Poison will forever, be near and dear to my heart because like that really like even when it came to my peers liking my music and really checking me out, all they cared about was Poison. You know what I'm saying? All they was like, when you gonna put that out? Like you need to put it. Like I didn't even want to put the song out. I didn't even like it after I initially recorded it. But I played it for some
yeah,
people. It was just like this is crazy. Why didn't you put this out? Like I love the lyrics, but I just didn't like how it sounded, sonically. But I was like,
Yeah, and I
one day,
feel like you can be kind of hard on yourself too. It's like after you finish, like you work so hard to get different things together. Like, first of all, to even start and to even be doing it at all is like that's major in and of itself. But then you move on past that point, and then you get to the point where you're like, okay, it's finished. Now what do I do? Oh, this is trash. Like, I don't know. Like every artist, I think sometimes has it. I won't say every because I don't like to be definitive like that, but like a lot of
yeah,
people really experience that in their journey. But I think it says something for you as a creative and as a person, artist, however you want to define yourself. I feel like it says a lot when you do it anyway. You put it out there anyway. It takes a lot of courage to be able to do it because you be so sensitive, and then you don't want nobody to be like, that's trash, or like, you tried it. Absolutely not. Get them out of here. You don't want nobody doing that. So,
man, I was
and
like, oh no, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, like black people, like as a black person, I'm saying this, and the black people in my family, etc. Like when we with you, but baby, if it ain't hidden, if it don't hit,
Don't
we
tell
will
you.
notify you about it not hitting, or we'll try to be nice, but it depends on like the report, because I obviously, like, you're not just gonna walk up to somebody and be like, that's complete trash. Or I would
Yeah,
hope don't do that, but like if we with you, we gonna support you. So it's like you how you start, and that was like the first song that I could see like on the timeline on the Apple Music. And so I was like, so that's if you start strong, people will rock with you, even if they don't like every single song you do, how you start off. And I think that because that was such a defining song for you and your artistry at all, I think that that's pretty dope. Because that's
thank
like the first one I could find on there. So I think that that's pretty cool.
you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, what were you saying? Because we
Um,
both got excited.
gonna say, yeah, like especially coming from, the city, like people will. Detroit is a tough like crowd to even get to listen to, different kind of music outside of like the street stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
if they rock with you, then you have a great chance of, getting all these other places. Because like if it's tough. If your songs ain't banging or whatever the case may be, like my stuff was completely different, like to my peers than what they was listening to on a regular basis. So like that
Yeah.
was like that was like the biggest thing for me. Like, okay, like I'm really putting myself out there, but people respected it. So like that was key for me. Like it like once I decided like, okay, I'm gonna put this out, and I just decided like people don't like it, cool. Like it's my story. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
really what I cared about. So like that, and then once they got the liking from the people, I was like, ooh,
Yeah, but you know what? You said something that was like really, really key to me. And I got written down questions, but I also just keep those as guidelines. I love to
yeah,
have real, like regular dialogue too. So I feel like a lot of the times as creatives, you look for the times where, like, for instance, like musical artists sign a deal or don't, or come out with something and get recognized and win an award or whatever. That's a lot of the times when people think they've made it. But for me, when what you said just now, what I think defines you as making it is when you are comfortable in your skin artistically, whatever it is that you're doing. So you were like, this is my story. If they bump with it, excellent. If they don't, okay, well, we can learn from this at some point. But this, I was still like, I'm still okay. I'm at peace with this project
mm,
because I gave it what I had and I did what I set out to do artistically. So if you feel it, that's amazing. But if you don't, I mean, we'll figure out another banger. Another banger is gonna come.
right,
Okay? All we're doing is getting closer to the banger. But you could have a banger, not be in that place of like, I realized this, right? And people can mess with it really tough. But
mhm,
then it's like you never gonna really make it. You can make 1,000 more songs, but you're never gonna make it until that clicks within you, because it's like it's so many people that have something to say when you
mhm,
have something creatively. Like, and that's a big part of the creative responsibility to me, because you put it out there to be consumed,
mhm,
and and you just gotta deal with whatever comes from it at that point. So I think like it's like I'm gonna have to create. You like it? Excellent. If you don't, okay, maybe I'll still figure out a different way to incorporate this same type of bag,
Right.
but you can make a whole bunch of different ones and not be in that realized place and be doing it for only for the plaudits of people.
Right.
And it's
Exactly.
not gonna work out. It's like it's not gonna work out because you're always gonna feel like something's missing or you're always chasing something else as opposed to just putting your real, this is me, this is
Right.
my story, this is what I want you to get from me. So I think that that's really dope. Again, out the bat, we
Not the,
started with that kind of energy. Also, shout out to Roderick Martez because I
yeah,
love him.
my boy
I
Rod.
love him. Yeah, so he was the featured artist on that. I love him. You love him, and if you listen to the song, you'll love him
Not
too. So that was fun. That was the end of the this or that, but that was fun.
cool. I love that.
Very
That's
good.
nice.
Very good.